Hi there, I am Svilabeck and the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share and subscribe. Ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drops. And I've been watching TV. I've been watching Amazon Prime's The Boys. And my instant review of it is, I'm 2 episodes in. It's pretty darn good. I would recommend it. I think it's worth your time. So let me qualify that with lots of qualifications. I didn't read the comic book. So I was aware of it, but I just never started reading it and never got into it. So I'm judging this purely on its own merits, and it's it's extremely violent. My first impression of it was when when I pressed play on Amazon, you have like the PG-13 or whatever the rating thing comes up, and it's like the most severe rating possible. And you know how they list the things it's got in it that you might not like violence, nudity, strong language. It had so many things. I couldn't even, like, everything you could possibly imagine. I couldn't even read it all. It was just like, oh my gosh. So if you're of delicate sensibilities, this might not be for you. The Boys, if you do not know, is a superhero show with a bit of a difference. It treats superheroes as if they're celebrities, mainly like actors, I would say, movie stars. In that they have these wonderful clean cut and inspiring images when on screen or in the media, and you just adore them. And then when you meet them in real life, they're the worst people in the world. They're terrible human beings, which I think we all pretty much think is what's going on with the Hollywood celebrities. Which, yeah, I have to say, as an aside, I think that's one of the main reasons that the revenues are so wildly down for cinema this year, for entertainment in general. It's firstly they're putting out worse stuff. The quality of TV and movies is just remarkably lower. I think because they're more interested in propagating an agenda than entertaining. So the first thing I got to say about The Boys, well, not the first thing. Something I say about The Boys is 2 episodes in, I'm not really getting a whiff of wokeness, which just turns me off completely now. I have no patience for it. I used to have some patience for it. Doctor Who season 11 destroyed that completely, and then Discovery season 2 really just stomped on that even more. So I really have very, very little tolerance for it, but I'm not picking up any intolerable wokeness from it. That's a strong thing in its favor. I've heard people who read the comics say there is some really egregious wokeness when they changed one of the main characters. Again, I haven't read the comics. I'm judging it purely on its own merits. So these superheroes are like movie celebrities who are terrible people. And it's again, I was saying why I think that has impacted in the last 3 or 4 years into entertainment revenue massively, because they stand up and they moralize to the world, saying how terrible they are and how terrible the world is and how fascism rises and how immoral, and they are acting as the moral authority. And it's EVS, Evan Van Sciver, had a wonderful quote that to be a moral authority you need both morality and authority, and celebrities have neither. They have no morality and they have no authority. They really don't. They have money. They have a lot of money. But they really have people around them who will tell them that everything they do is wonderful because they have a lot of money and they generate a lot of money. But, people like Meryl Streep, fantastic actress. But, when she stands up and moralizes the world, are you really expecting me to believe you didn't know about Harvey Weinstein and the gazillion other sleazy producers and casting directors and agents in Hollywood? Are you really telling me you didn't know, you were unaware of that? Because I don't believe you. As fantastic as an actress you are, I don't believe you. So again, that's the central premise of The Boys. You get to see the difference between the celebrity image and the real life image. The story is told by a new, very earnest superhero being inducted into this very powerful superhero group, the Seven, which I guess is kind of like this world's version of Justice League or the Avengers. And she's she was a crime fighter in, I think, Detroit, working on her own, doing like small stuff, and now she's in the big leagues, and it's like that instant transition from nobodiness to stardom when you have like instantly you're buzzed around by publicists and lawyers and everything is a lot more artificial. So you get to see her induction into this celebrity world and her revulsion from it. So that's one main story thread, and the other main story thread is a character has experiences a personal tragedy, which is just incredibly realized. The production values are fantastic. Experienced a personal tragedy because of superheroes and what is almost certainly superhero malfeasance. And so he gets develops this hatred of superheroes. Quite understandably, because they're terrible human beings that do terrible things, and that's really the show so far in a nutshell. You're looking at the corruption as opposed to the public face. My real impression of my second main impression of this show was this is a show that Powers should have been. Powers was a series of very, very good comic books and graphic novels. They collected from about 10, 15 years ago. They kind of petered out. They say they're going to do some more, but they adapted it into a TV show for the PlayStation Network, the fledgling PlayStation Network, and it was terrible. It was horribly miscast. The central character was just so wrong. In every fantastic actor, but he was just wrong for that role. It was just completely wrong. The tone was wrong, and it was under budgeted. The superhero special effects just were weak. The production values are superb. And again, this is showing the reality of what life would be like with superheroes. Also, it's kind of what I wish they would do more, have done more with the Jessica Jones show, Alias. What made that comic very good. But both by Brian Michael Bendis, back when he was good, all those years ago. Both by Brian Michael Bendis. And what made Alias great, Jessica Jones as the TV show, the comic book was called Alias, was you had all this gritty, private detective stuff going on. But in the background, it was like the Avengers superhero world. And there were superheroes going on in the background, which they just rejected completely in the TV show. In the TV show, it's like she had these magical powers for some reason that nobody really knew why. Anyway, I digress. We're talking about The Boys. So I would say it's worth your time. I'm finding it tremendously entertaining. And there's a few shows on. There's a new show on Netflix I want to watch, but I haven't got to it yet because I'm actually I've been sucked into The Boys. I'm too busy watching that. I hope to start the new show tonight, the one with Katie Sackhoff, sci-fi show. So hopefully we'll have a review of that by tomorrow. My name is Sheila Beckin, the Rabbi from Another Planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. Most importantly, subscribe. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.